Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Jog Rocket is now a ridiculously long train this isn't needed. How is that beneficial to anybody to have a train like that? Moving into a station like this. Oh, what an utterly ridiculous and complete total waste of time that is. See, this is where your millions are hard at work. This is people that don't even take the trains anymore have made these decisions. 109 people on there. Yeah, let's cram them all in and then make them wait for another 17 hours before the next train turns up. This is the problem. This is what happens when you bring in privatization of things like this. Is the people who are doing the privatization, they try to think of ways to give themselves lots of money and take it away from everything else.
Entrepreneurial thinking pays off. The latest quarterly figures are promising. But a new challenge is already waiting. Handling the basic supply of local transit shouldn't be left to the competition. Secure the contract in the German federal state of your choice for your company.
Right, we went through that previously. I think I'm going to go with Bavaria.
As expected, you won the invitation to tender and got the contract. Provide all the designated services during the term of contract in compliance with the corresponding targeted specifications.
All trains that can travel a maximum of 160 kilometers
The
count.
train station in Stuttgart has long since reached its... The realization of this trailblazing project of the century calls for one or two compromises regarding several buildings not essential to operations, certain areas of the nearby water protection zone, and a handful of old trees in the castle gardens.
Right, provisioning of services, meet all requirements for 1 year, travel to no train stations in Baden-Württemberg with a regional train, travel to all train stations in Bayern with a regional train, 2 of 7 there, regional trains in use at the same time, it's just got a tick, people transported with a regional train, renovate a train station over here. So I've got to basically stop and change things around. I don't even know which my area is. Where's Bavaria? Which side is Bavaria? Okay, I've got 3. I've got this Frankfurt. I'm assuming it's one of these. I don't know which side it is though. I'm on this half, right? As expected, you won the tender. So I've got to have trains on this side without going to stations on that side. Travel to all train stations in Bayern with a regional train. Travel to no train stations in Baden-Württemberg with a regional train. So I don't want to be going to any train stations over here. People transported. So I can go this side to these down here. I think that means I just can't go to the train stations over here. So Ulm, Grubenberg, Grubingen, I think, Heilbronn, Mundelsheim, Stuttgart, Sinsheim, Mannheim. I can't go to those. Which is loop 1, and then I've just got to work these train stations between. Okay, this. How on earth am I supposed to do this? This is basically I've just got to start changing everything round big time. I need to build a tunnel in the red area. This is the whole building thing that I got to do over in Stuttgart to improve the station. We'll deal with that in a minute. Provisioning of services. Right. Well, people transported with the regional trains in use. We've got that bit going. Travel to no train stations in Baden-Württemberg with a regional train. There. All trains that can travel a maximum 160 kilometers per hour count as regional trains. Ah, right. So the fast trains I can't take to the ones over on this side. I can only take the standard slow trains going over there, which means that I need to change things around a little bit. So we have a look at this. Ulm, Grubingen on line 1. I've got to basically just remove those from the list at the moment because I've got fast trains going out onto that side. So if I was to remove that, I'm going around the rest of them. I've got those there I don't think count. Am I in the yellow zone? I think I'm supposed to be doing everything that's in the yellow zone over here. Alright, I think that's our lines here. I'm looking at this list and I'm thinking that's where we've got to go. That's where it seems to be, because that's where it seemed to be zooming in. But whether I've those 3 there is meet all requirements for a year. Travel to all train stations in Bayern with a regional train. We're suddenly clicking on 2. 2 of 7. So where's Bayern? It says 7 train stations. Well, a regional train. Travel to no stations in the Baden-Württemberg area. So I got these here. Now that's regional trains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all of those. It says 7 stations. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 stations in this area here. No, there aren't, because that line goes across there. 2 of 7. Maybe I'm supposed to be on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, right. It's these over here. Travel to all train stations in Bayern with a regional train. So in theory, that means I've got to just remove Grubingen and Ulm from this list. Like that. And they're not going into those stations now. They're just running between these. Is that now working correctly? Oh, wait, no. All trains that can travel a maximum of 160k count as regional trains. Right, well, I can put those back then. That means Crailsheim, from there, I then go to this one, add station, I go to there, and then I go to that one. Because they can travel a maximum of 160. They go more than 160. So the other trains that I've got, I need to look in here. I need to read the things a little bit better. These trains in here, look, if we go to details on there, this train has a maximum of 125. So it's these smaller trains. They're the ones that I got to be focusing on. So I'm traveling to 2 stations. That's because I don't have any going on here. Travel to no stations in the other area with these small. So I've got to essentially remove any on these lines. Okay, line 6 we will furlough. Line 6 right there. You are going to go back to the depot. That's that one taken out. Line 2 doesn't have any. Line 3 over here, we will remove Jeremy Hall and we will remove Scott. There. And I want to go to line 3 here. Jeremy Hall and Scott, they can go back to the depot. And then I've also got in here the pink line over here. They're bringing some out. And also the blue line, I'm assuming. Oh, wait, no, I think the blue line is all right. We'll leave that one. Line 5, though. That runs back in this way. Baden-Württemberg with a regional train. Maybe that's the wrong one. We shouldn't be over here. I'm so confused. I am so confused about what I'm supposed to be doing in this bit. It makes no sense. So we got no train. That's the fast trains. We got green trains running through Mannheim, Mundelsheim. They're out. I've removed those from the equation. They're no longer working. The line 6 are not working. Line 5. All right, let's remove those. We'll send those away. Now it's right now it's working. Now it's working. I've got those out of the way. They're on the right side. So we've now got the 7 stations in here travel to all stations in Bayern with a regional train. So I need to alter. We'll go to line 7 over here. We go to line 7 on here, and I'm going to clear the list like that, and then we're going to go in here. So we're going to add station. We'll go with Wurzburg passenger station, and then we will go Rohr, Arnsbach, Crailsheim. I can't go any further than that, so then we will go back this way. Nuremberg, grading Ingolstadt up to there, and then they will come straight back down here. So they're going to sort of shunt backwards and forwards between all of them. I've got to put a couple trains onto this line next. So if we go into the vehicles in here, we can run to the Grubingen depot this way. Yeah, I'm just going to dump all of them. I take every single one that I've got there, and we'll put them out onto line 7 temporarily, and we will see if they actually work. They may not. But at least we've given it a good shot. Where is our depot? I mean, it is over here. There's the trains coming out. No, that's not the one that I want. Where are you all? Ah, here we go. They're all rushing out right now. So Jeremy Hall, Roseloo is in the front. Roseloo right here is the front of the list. So we're going to watch Roseloo come through these stations. She should go through pretty quickly. We've got those ridiculously big trains joined together over there, which seems such a waste of time and energy and money and everything else. And all we got to do is have these trains go in through to these stations. They've got to reach every single station. Provisioning of services. So you've come into there. There's 3 stations. So wait, why are you going backwards? Ansbach. Oh, she's gone to that station. Then she's going to go out to Crailsheim over here. She's actually going to stop at the station there. And then she's going to go back the other way. And she's going to swap out. No, she's waiting for that one to move out of the way before swaps back out onto that side. There we go. Swaps back out onto the correct side on the station over there. And now I've got long queues of people waiting to get through here, because I got a crossover point on there. So I just got to wait for these trains to like work their way through this bit. We've got 4 of 7 traveled to at the moment. You're going to go through there. TH is in there. Rose is busy waiting back on that side. Okay, this is actually pretty cool, watching all of these line up and queue through. It's proving absolutely that the new system, like all of the signals, are correctly placed. We have got all the signals and tracks and crossover points and everything correctly placed to make this work. All right, they're going into that station, picking up some people, turning around and going back again. That is absolutely fantastic. That is just showing that they are working as intended. And then Roseloo can now come in through. We've got the mega trains going up through that way, which we can just generally ignore. And now Roseloo is on her way down through into the station in there. She's ignoring that station. Why are you ignoring that one? You shouldn't be. Yeah, you go to Crailsheim. And then on up this way. Nuremberg is 4 of 7. So then we'll go to grading Ingolstadt. And then right way back down to the bottom end, I think. And that should then cover all of them. So you'll stop at this station. That's going to be 5. It's going to be 5. Yep, there's 5 of 7. So then on to this one up here, which will make 6 of 7. And then finally, we can head right down to the bottom end, which will be 7 of 7 stations in Bayern with a regional train. So the only thing we've got to make sure of is that yes, I have got a crossover point right there, so that shouldn't cause any problems at all. Load up there. We've got 40 people on board, and then you come whizzing back round this way. We should start. There's a train going in the opposite direction. They're also going to be hopefully picking up 1 or 2 people as they go through. And we go right back through the station. There's another one there. We go through the tunnel that we've got over this side. We'll be taking a different route now. We'll come through the main station here. And dodge through all of that lot. And now we're out onto a different track. Coming down here to the final station down the lower side. This bit here, I think, is one of the bonus ones. I think provisioning of services is not one of the bonus ones. So we don't technically need to do the conversion of the train station up there. We just need to do this one and... Wait, what? I'm missing a station. 7 stations on the... Okay, there's one more that she hasn't... Oh, I know which one it is. Got a new vehicle. It's another bus. Costs us $500,000 if we want to go and buy said bus. But it is available. No, it's Roar. Roar is the only station we haven't been to. Because we came to that one, and then we went out to the end one. We didn't stop at this station. We passed right through it. There we go.
Very good. Under your prudent corporate leadership, acting competitively on the market is able to be ensured. And the next milestone is already in sight. Going public. This step requires further profit maximization to increase shareholder value so that the company's shares are traded as a promising investment. Several adjustments are indicated with an eye to the corporate structure. Adjustments to the offer and infrastructure in the regional sector are imperative so that the targets set regarding key financial figures and capital market viability can be met or even surpassed.
Key improvements to the infrastructure basically means cut out as much of the railway as possible so that the maximum amount of money is made.
Now that business in regional transit is picking up speed, it would be extremely unwise to let the competition take the lead in other German federal states. Especially since a friend in the Ministry of Transport assures you that your company is guaranteed to win the contract. You have won the contract. Provide the required local transit services in the 2 German federal states and comply with the corresponding stipulations.
In addition, serve train stations in Baden-Württemberg with the regional train. Right, what I want to do here is I want to go to manage vehicle. I've got Dog Rocket and I've got Eric King in there. I want to go edit selected vehicle, and I want to remove the rear half of the train. So I essentially just want to sell that part of the train like that. Modify for 44 million. That's going to get us a little bit of money. Then I'm going to do the same with Eric King down here. So I'm going to edit you. I'm going to sell that part of the vehicle for 43.7 million. Like that. That's going to get us a little bit of cash, and I'm hoping improve our overall running costs. Matt Cedars and Phil Bannister edit the selected vehicles here. So Matt Cedars, Phil Bannister, edit those. Yeah, oh, wait a minute. Cancel. Do that again. Because I actually want to go this side because I want to remove that bit because I forgot to color that bit in. So if I do it like that and then I remove that part of it there, that gets me $90 million and it lowers our costs down a little bit. So we can do that there. And then we've got supply transit to a second federal state. Reduce local transit. Mission liberated markets. Mission Liberated markets. Oh, it's all. Bonus task. That's mission task. That's bonus task. So I just need to remove these 3 stations. Krailsheim, Raw, Grading. Grading. Station's got to go. Okay. I'm just going to pause that a second, because I've just gone and caused a major disaster over that side. Krailsheim, Raw, and Grading. Let's go here. Ingolstadt, Raw, Krailsheim over there. I want to go here. Remove that one, and here. That is the right, yeah, that is the right one there. Remove that one there.
Growing returns can be generated predominantly in the categories long-distance rail transport and logistics. From a business point of view, it's advisable to place emphasis on these sectors.
Earn 200 million from long-distance transport sectors and 20 million from the transport by road. Okay. So I need to just finish. I need to put these back together again now. For a start. That's construction not possible. I need to go there and join them in. And then there and join that one in like that. And then we want to go over to this one and we want to do the same. And then what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to set up a road network. And then we want to go over to grading over here. There. And I want to put one in on here as well, like that. Right, so the grading bit has been removed. So then what I got to do, could not connect all stations. Remove grading from the list. Remove Krailsheim from the list. Remove Roar from the list. You in here. We got to do the same. Oops. Grading. Roar. Krailsheim. I do want to add in Nuremberg onto this list. Heilbronn, Wurzburg, Ansbach, Nuremberg over here. We're going Ingolstadt. Which way are we going through? Yeah, after Ingolstadt, add station, Nuremberg right there. Okay, that one's fine. Then we want to go into here. I need to remove the... that one's got to be removed. Krailsheim passenger station. And Roar passenger station's got to be removed. Line 3 is fine. Line 4 is fine. Line 5 is fine. Line 6. Line 8. Line 7. Okay, they're all good and ready to roll. So now we can start those going again. They're basically now bypassing those. So, earn with Intercity Express 241,000 so far out of 200 million. And we just need to keep those rolling through. I'm going to restore the other trains, but I'm thinking that I'd make them go faster. Maybe that would be a better thing to do. I've got these coming out down this way. Why are they coming out down there? Oh, I see. They're going through Wurzburg, and then they're... Why are they... What? Not really sure what's going on down there. I'm going to ignore it, though, because it is running. I need to earn money with road vehicles. Now, I've got these supplies, so I'm thinking we're going to have to use those as well. We're going to have to start building up some stuff, some networks between them. We're going to start building bus networks and things like that. And, see, what I'm looking at right now is I'm thinking that we're very much repeating stuff that we've been doing all the way through. I feel like I've covered just about everything there is to cover in this game, and the last few missions are just going to be really, really big scale of everything that we've already done. Like on here doing the railway. I haven't really done anything new. I have put out a whole load of signals for the railways, but I haven't done anything that is particularly different from stuff that has already been done previously, other than lose a boatload of money. I have effectively lost a lot of money. I've done that exceptionally well. I've lost a huge amount of money. And I don't really want to be losing lots of money. Loan there. What is my loan interest? Loan interest is only $1 million a year. So loan interest is not particularly prohibitive. We don't need to worry about that. But what I'm getting at is I don't know how much further you're going to want me to play on this. I'm sort of starting to think that as it's getting very samey, we're repeating a lot of the content now, it might be time to actually consider wrapping up this series and moving on with the next one, which is going to be Tropic 06. Because I'm not now, like, I know that we've advanced forward in time, it's getting a lot more modern, but other than that, there doesn't seem to be a vast amount of difference between this and what we were doing 25 episodes ago. And yeah, so that is strongly indicating to me that it's time to move on. So I'm going to play it a little bit. We'll at least finish out this mission, but we'll see. I'm not sure about finishing the rest of them. It may be time to say fairly well to Transport Fever 2. Renovating the train station, I think, is going to be relatively straightforward for us to do. It's the earning with the road vehicles that I think is going to be slightly more time-consuming and difficult, though I don't think it's going to be all that complicated. To start with, we need to build a tunnel in the red area, demolish houses in the yellow, lay tracks in the blue water protection area. That's got to be the blue, we want to lay tracks. And build a tunnel in the red area. So where's this train track gotta go? Convert Stuttgart into a through station. Build a tunnel, lay tracks in the blue. Basically, what we need to do is that one's got to come out. Confirm. We've got to remove that one completely, and then we're going to have to remove these bits of tracks over here as well. All of that. They need to go. And that's going to have to go back there like that. That as well. And then this entire bridge section is going to need to go. Go and remove all of that. Right the way back to the very other end of the bridge over there. So I've removed all of that bit, and then I've got this here that's going to be removed back down to there, and also the... You know, I'm not going to remove the rest of those signals. So this one over here, I do want to remove a bit more of it. Kind of want to go back over to about that point there, I think. And then we need to have a tunnel that goes through there. I've got to demolish houses in yellow area. It's got to be all of those houses there. That's now been removed. We've got to put, in the green area there, build a tunnel. Lay tracks in the blue, demolish, remove trees in the green area right here. So that one is going to be here. Paint tools. We're going to want to... What have I got here? How do I remove the... If I go like that? I don't really want to do it. I want to have like an AoE demolish bit for this. Assets. There. Can I... remove assets? I'm sort of looking through this. Terrain tools. Here. Modify the terrain with a height map texture. Paint. Well, unfortunately, folks, that is all we've got time for today. Sometimes even our fantastic pilots, train drivers, and lorry drivers, and bus drivers, and boat drivers, and all the other drivers need a little bit of rest. So while they rest up and have a cup of tea, if you've enjoyed the episode, could you please head down below and give us a like? And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.